Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to my Hearthstone channel. I'm Jimmy Darquinton and today I'm going to be going back to what I normally do on Hearthstone, and that is the arena. Yesterday we had some fun with Nax Ramis, but I think today I'm going to go back. Alright. It's been a long day, guys. I just got done working out, and look, I can I can barely close my hand. So if my finger slips and I accidentally pyroblast myself in the face, you'll know why. All right. Well, without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay. I thought I'd purchase another arena, but I guess not. Okay. Well, we got Warlock, Mage, and Shaman. Uh, Considering that I just mentioned pyroblasting myself in the face, that sounds fairly ominous. I think I'm going to go Shaman instead. Alright. Okay, wait. First off, though, let's see if that satisfies any of our quests. So we got Druid or Hunter, Paladin or Priest. None of them. None of them. Okay, well, which do I like least? I'm going to get rid of the Rogue or Warrior. And still nothing, but that's okay. We'll go forward anyways, because arena is arena. Okay, so, choosing cards. I like Lava Burst here. It's not bad, so let's go with that. Mad Scientist is a great card, but I don't have any secrets, so can't really do anything there. Don't go Wisp. Wisp might be useful in some rogue decks that can use it to combo. Other than that, it's just a waste of a card. So Thrallmar Farseer it is. Forked Lightning. Some great early removal. Here, I think Ancestral Healing is bad. It's another waste of a card in my opinion. Frost Shock is not as bad, but it doesn't really do a whole lot. 1 damage, you don't even draw a card from it, so it's not as good as some of the other cards like Mortal Coil. And the freeze isn't terribly worth it. So we're going to go with the 2-drop there. Okay. This is between these two cards. Honestly, I don't like Silverback Patriarchs because they're too weak in the attack department. Fen Creeper is a great taunt. However, Unbound Elemental, 4 cards in, we already got 2 overloads. And Unbound Elemental is a strong 3-drop regardless, so let's go with that. Here, Rockbiter Weapon, great early removal. Ooh, this is a tough one. In Shaman Arena decks, I like having 1 Bloodlust. Exactly 1. No less and no more. Because, on the one hand, if you can't play it correctly, like, if you don't have minions on the board, it's just dead weight in your hand. On the other hand, if you do have minions, either A, it's great removal for if you have weak minions and they have strong minions, or a great finisher when you need to just wrap things up quickly. However, as I said, it can be difficult to use. Hex is an amazing minion removal, and you can never have too many hexes. So let's go with that. This is an interesting choice. I like having a couple of silences in an arena deck because oftentimes they can remove really bad things, like, for example, if a paladin were to cast Blessing of Kings on one of his guys, Earthshock gets rid of that right away. However, my hero power summons minions, which makes Stormwind Champion a great option as well, because it really increases my hero power's strength. Also, I have no big guys right now, so we're going to go with the Stormwind Champion. Alright. I'm thinking another Hex. Another Hex. Um, oh, hey Deodapple. How's it going? Alright, yeah, I have my chat thing up now, so I'll be able to see what people type. Okay, this is another hex. That's a clean-cut decision. Okay, I guess earlier I had said you can never have too many hexes. It's probably not exactly true. 7 hexes might be a little bit much. But 3 or 4, that'd be perfect. Azure Drake is a possibility because if you have good spells, it's also card draw. However, I like Feral Spirit here. It's overload. It'll bump up my Unbound Elemental if I get any more of them. That's great too. And it's just really strong early game for controlling the board. So we're going to go with that. Ooh, this is a difficult choice. Well, not really that difficult. I'm going to go with the Stormforged Axe because A, another overload, and B, again, early removal. If you can get control early on and just make good trades, that'll usually carry you through the game. So, Raging Worgen, great for dealing damage if you can enrage it, and that's why I like it, but Stormforged Axe is going to help us a lot more. If I had known that this was coming up, I would have chosen the Raging Worgen, and that is because the Boulder Fist Ogre and the Tauren Warrior, they're not bad, but Stormforged Axe is better if you don't already have another Stormforged Axe. Stormforged Axe is one card that it's easy to get too many of them. Because, I mean, as a shaman, you don't have any way of getting armor or healing yourself. So, if you're hitting minions with it, that'll often deplete your health really fast. It's great for early removal, but then late game it just becomes bad. You can go to face with it, but, you know, other cards are going to be better. I still don't have any large minions, so I think I'm going to go with the Boulder Fist Ogre on this one. It's tempting to get a second axe. 2 axes isn't too bad, but on the off chance that I get an axe later on, I want to get some more variety into this deck. Alright. I'm liking Violet Teacher. Secret Keeper, useless without secrets. Mana Addict is difficult to play and easy for the opponent to remove because her buff only works on your turn. Yeah, I explained my... Idiodabble's wondering why I picked the Boulder Fist over the second Stormforged. I explained my reasoning. I might get another axe later on. And I didn't have any large minions yet for late game. So, I don't know. It was a tough decision, as I said, but, you know, I thought the Boulder Fist Ogre would be a little bit stronger here. Just for variety. Another good thing is that you want your deck to have a good amount of variety, especially in Arena, so that you can deal with different situations. Alright. I'm thinking Lightning Bolt for more damage and removal. Although Shattered Sun Cleric is a good potential option, and again, that's because Shaman's hero power gives him another minion, so you immediately have something to buff, even if you can't play a card before Shattered Sun Cleric. Flametongue Totem's also... all these cards are possible. Actually, given that I have some good removal here... Given that I already have some removal, I'm going to go with the Flametongue Totem instead. Okay. Here we go. Dread Corsair ain't great because I have one weapon. So Dread Corsair is too expensive if you don't have a weapon to play. A weapon equipped when you play it, because 4 for a 3/3, there's already a 3/3 taunt that's 3 mana, and that's the bear. So Dread Corsair, you need weapons. I have one weapon. The likelihood of being able to use it and getting a 2-drop Corsair, not great. Plus, 2 mana for that, it's not a great deal anyways. Wind Fury is sometimes good, especially on these larger minions. However, that's very situational. It often just becomes dead weight in your hand if, you need to take control, and you can't do that with a Wind Fury. So I'm going to go with the Dragonling Mechanic. It's not my favorite card, but it's better than the others. Ooh, another difficult... Well, not a difficult decision, but I don't like these cards. Young Dragonhawk is too weak. Undertaker, do I have anything that has a... No, I don't think I have any Death Rattles, so that's going to be useless for me. I guess I'm going to have to go with the Wind Fury Harpy. I don't like this card because if they remove it, it's essentially a Yeti for you, but costs 2 more mana. And what are you going to do? I mean, it can do a little bit more damage, but it's just too expensive in my opinion. Not that I think it should be less expensive, I just think it's more of a win more card. If you're already ahead, it's good, but if you're behind, it's not going to help at all. This one is easy. Fire Elemental. Fire Elemental is one of Shaman's best cards. Gigantic minion, great removal. It's just all around amazing. If you can pick up 3 Fire Elementals, then, that is good for your deck. I'm going to go with the Lightning Bolt. The other 2, while they're strong, have their health isn't great, so they're not the best to take control with. And remember, for me, the strategy is all about control. I prefer health over attack, honestly, in most cases. You need some attack. You can't just go with, 1 attack minions. But, you need a good amount of health to stay alive. I'm going to take the Earth Shock here. I don't have any silence yet. I need that silence. This is a toss-up between the Knife Juggler and the Mana Tide Totem. The Mana Tide Totem, great card draw. And if you can leave it on the board, it can easily turn the tide. However, it has no attack. Everybody will target it. So it's hard to play. Knife Juggler combos with my hero ability. It's cheaper and it's a solid minion. Also, how many 2-drops do I have right now? Stormforged Axe counts. Flametongue Totem does not. So I got 2. I'm going to need another early minion, so I'm going to go with the Knife Juggler. Hey, and there's the Mana Tide Totem. Granted, these cards are also good. Master Swordsmith combos well with the hero ability. And I already have 1 Lava Burst. Lava Burst isn't the best card because 2 Overload is quite a bit, and it only does 5 damage. In fact, if you think about the fact that it's a 3 cost with 2 Overload, that's a total of 5 mana, and it does 5 damage, which is actually 1 less than the Mage's Fireball, which is 6 damage for 4 mana. So it's actually a weaker card than, for example, Fireball, but still good for a shaman that can't just throw fireballs everywhere. In any case, that was a long tangent saying that I'm going to go for the Mana Tide Totem. Ancient Brewmaster I can use to send a totem back to my hand if I need it for later. Wind Speaker is a possibility, and that is because I have managed to get 3 strong minions that Wind Fury will really benefit. And even if they're not out, I can use it on something like a Violet Teacher or even an Unbound Elemental just to do a little bit more damage or maybe remove a small minion. Raid Leader is a possibility. Normally Raid Leader is not that great of a card because it's weak, but because of the Shaman's hero ability, again, it buffs up those totems, allows them to trade with something a little bit better. However, as I mentioned, I think I'm going to go with the Wind Speaker here. Alright, I need another cheap minion, so I think Fairy Dragon, especially these two, aren't the best 4-drops. Fairy Dragon is by far the right choice there. Alright, this one's tough. I got the Zombie Chow for another early drop, or Spellbreaker for more silence. You know what? I have 2 hexes, which are essentially silence, and the Earth Shock. I'm going to go with the Zombie Chow because I have a lot of good things to remove, a lot of good cards to remove their minions early on, which means that I can probably get that Zombie Chow to survive and trade advantageously. So let's go with that. Another Unbound Elemental. I have a lot of overload in this deck already, I think. Let's see, I got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overload. That means 1 out of every 6 cards, right? So that's not bad. Ironbeak Owl is a possibility. It's weak, but silence. A minion that silences is good. But, you know, it's good to have silence, but having strong minions is obviously preferable. Because oftentimes you'll play games where you don't need to silence anything. It's just that one time when they, you know, do something like buff their minion to 20 health that you need to deal with it. Alright. This is a toss-up between a second Rockbiter weapon and the second Flame Tongue Totem. Dust Devil is too weak and does too much overload. Mages and druids can just deal with it right off the bat, and then it's fairly detrimental for you. I'm going to go with the second Rockbiter weapon because, again, I want to control early on. So we're going to do that. Alright. Windspeaker, while it's good for charging up minions, it's actually expensive for the minion that it gives you, the 3/3. So I don't like having too many of them. I'm looking at the Bloodfen Raptor right now. I'm looking at the Bloodfen Raptor because while I have a lot of cheap cards to remove things, I could use some more minions. I don't need too many more minions, but I don't think I'll need to Wind Fury more than one thing in a game. And that's why I don't want this extra Windspeaker. Razorfen Hunter is not the best 3-drop. It gives you a 1/1, but you know, that can easily be dealt with by hero abilities, and then it's just a 2/3 for 3 mana, and isn't the strongest. So I'm going to go with the Bloodfen Raptor. Aha! Here we go. Here's my one Bloodlust of the game, of the deck, because that is going to definitely be preferable. Having that card, that ace in the hole, is going to help out in at least 1 or 2 games. So while these aren't bad cards, I'm going to go with the Bloodlust. This is the second time it's done this to me. I've chosen a card, and then immediately I'm presented with a decision in which that card would have been better choice. Because I don't like either the Corehound or the Goldshire Footman, and I've already said I do not want 2 Bloodlusts. So, that's sad. Out of these 2, I'm going to go with Corehound, because I have enough early stuff. I could use a little bit more late stuff, and the off chance that I'm able to Wind Fury it is going to be good. Would make it amazing. It can win half the game in 1 turn. Alright, Feral Spirit here. That's cut and dry. I got 2 Unbound Elementals charged up by that Overload, And again, strong minions for its cost. Knife Juggler is good. Cold Light Seer is just bad in Arena. You're not going to have enough Murlocs for that to make any sense. Alright, so that's our deck. I'm feeling relatively good about this. We got one Fire Elemental. I would have liked to have gotten a Lightning Storm or something. But we got some Feral Spirits, we got some Hexes, even a Stormforged Dax. Yeah, these are good cards. Alright, let's see where we can go with this. Yeah, that Bloodlust decision. That that was sad. I forget what the other two. I would have gone with the Brewmaster if I had known that another Bloodlust was coming up like that. But no way of knowing. So, oh well. And yes, Wind Fury Core Hound will be funny. Will be because it's gonna happen. All right. Feral Spirit, amazing. I do not keep Hexes in a starting hand. It's a 3-cost card, but if you're using it on a 3-cost minion, you're using it wrong. Thrallmar Farseer also, it's not my favorite card. Wind Fury on such a small minion is not worth the extra mana, in my opinion. I forget why I got it, but I think it was just because the other two cards were even worse. Youthful Brewmaster, good early drop, so we're going to stick with this. I don't like starting with Bloodlust, but at least we got that Knife Juggler, and we're going second, so this isn't a bad start. And a Fairy Dragon. I think I'm going to want to coin in one of those. I'm going to coin in the Knife Juggler to set up for throwing knives later on. She's just going to hero power it. Alright. It means she'll remove it, but, well... Actually, you know what? Let's be a jerk. And return it to my hand. Is there anything else that I would prefer to return my hand? Not in the near future. I could also just play the Fairy Dragon just to get more stuff out there, but then she's going to remove that next turn. However, considering she damaged it this turn, it means she's committed to removing it next turn, which means she's doesn't have like amazing 3-drops that she wants to do. Or, well, I mean, that's a bit of speculation, but in any case, I want to save this guy. He's strong, especially with my hero power. I made sure to attack with him first, do the extra 3 damage. And there we go. Not a great... That gives her more cards, but it loses her a lot of board control. So that was actually good for me. Alright. I have the choice... I want to use my mana optimally. So I have the choice between the Feral Spirit and the Farseer. I kind of want to save the Feral Spirit, so that I don't get screwed over by its overload, and B, so that I can get the Knife Juggler out and throw 2 knives with it. So I'm going to go with the Thrallmar Farseer.
What does the future hold?
What does the future hold? I think it holds victory. Alright, Arcane Missiles. Up, she got what she wanted. Alright, well, it could have been worse. At least she won't be able to kill the Farseer next turn. Plus, she used an entire turn and 2 cards. So, this ain't bad. Okay, turn 5, she's not going to have a whole lot of AoE to hit me with. So I'm going to play the Knife Juggler to start throwing knives and the fairy dragon to start that off. Oh, shoot. I should have played the fairy dragon in the middle, in case she had a cone of cold, but I wasn't thinking.
I hope you like my invention.
Alright, she is not playing a very strong... She's playing an extremely weak opening right now. She has a lot of cards, but I mean, she's already... Wait, hold on, do I have lethal? Let's see. 6, 12, yeah, I think... Well, there we go. That's game 1. That was nice. See? Bloodlust. Have exactly 1. I love that early win. Turn 5 win. That was pretty nice. Of course, I feel bad for her. She probably just had no good cards. Trying to draw them, but it wasn't happening.
Thrall versus Jane.
That was one game where the Thrallmar actually managed to be useful. Alright. Bloodlust is going away. I like the other 2. Especially if I can draw an early Overload card. We'll see. Knife Juggler. He's helped me in the past, so. Nice! Zombie Chow turn 1. Taking control early, guys. This is looking good. Well, it was turn 1. Okay, so maybe that's a little bit premature, but I like this hand. Sometimes you get a hand that you just, it's so hard to work with. Like if you get like Bloodlust, Fire Elemental, the Stormwind Champion, sometimes you get a hand like that and you're just like, what do I do? But this is going to work. Shoot. Secrets. I hate them. Alright, I'm debating between Knife Juggler to get out a strong minion, or Toteming just to see if I can get the heal minion. However, that's a 1/4 chance, and the other 3 aren't really going to help, so let's go with the Knife Juggler. It's a safer play. The reason I need the heal is because I'm going to trade here, which means that now this thing is in range of her hero power. Fortunately, it means that she'll completely waste the Death Rattle. But still, it means we lose the minion. That is strange. What does that mean? It means either she has Arcane Explosion and misplayed, because she should have just played it there, in order to prevent... Well, I guess... Oh, no, no, no!
What to do?
She's actually making it so she can use the Death Rattle from this thing. That's interesting. Well, let's see what the secret is. Well, there goes her plan. Okay, she went second. She didn't use the coin yet, did she? I don't think so. So she might have a Cone of Cold and be planning to use it next turn.
There's little time.
Whatever. Here we go. Even if she does, I might as well play that thing, so that is out. Now that's strange. She was so desperate to use the death rattle that she actually made me able to kill more of her armor. I don't know. Maybe she knows what she's doing. That seemed kind of weird to me.
What to do?
Alright, let's try to get out as many minions as possible. Especially since I got this Bloodlust here. Healing Totem is at the end of your turn. Idiodabble was asking. So, if I had created a Healing Totem, it actually would have taken the zombie out of kill range of her. What is she doing? It's not that hard of a decision. I think that was the wrong decision. I'm thinking we might be able to get another early win. With the Bloodlust! I told you this Bloodlust would come in handy. Now she's going to kill the zombie to heal 5 health. However, I can do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 damage with that Bloodlust. Never mind. Well, that means we just wait a turn. I'm kind of scared that she's going to, like, Flame Strike or something, so I might start not wanting to play as many minions.
I see your end.
With that Bloodlust, I will definitely be able to win next turn, assuming nothing catastrophic happens. So I'm not going to play any other minions this turn. On the off chance that something catastrophic does happen, it means I don't lose too many cards.
Your magic shall not save you.
That was not catastrophic. We win!
No, take care.
Well played.
And the Bloodlust. That's always the worst feeling. You're playing a shaman, and you're just praying that they don't have a Bloodlust. And then hearing that... It just makes your heart sink, you know? I feel bad for her. Okay! Bloodlust for the win 2 times in a row. Let's see if we can make it 12. I don't think so. Not with Bloodlust, anyways. I don't know where this deck is going. I mean, this is a good start, but 12 Bloodlust wins? That would be something for the record books. Yeah, I was thinking she'd coin in a Blizzard or Flame Strike also on turns 5 or 6. I was worried about that. Blizzard wouldn't have been too bad because I had a couple of minions with over 2 health, but Flame Strike would have... really would have been the only way she could have turned that around. Okay, again, I don't start with Hex. Fire Elemental is an amazing card, but way too expensive for a first, for starting hand. Feral Spirit, is a good 3-drop. It makes it so turn 4 is awkward, but we don't care. And we got the Zombie Chow. Zombie Chow. I wonder why it's called Zombie Chow. It doesn't really look that appetizing to me, personally. But then again, I don't eat zombies on a regular basis, so... Yeah, I guess those mages were pretty bad. Hideo Dabbles mentioning that the mages were really not playing great, and that's probably true. Let's see, what do I want to do here? You know what? I'm going to trade the Zombie Chow for it. Make sure that he doesn't get as much benefit from the death rattle as he could. I feel kind of sad about that because if that had been any other 2-3, I probably would have just gone to face with it because these 2-3s are strong enough to take care of it. But that extra 3 health that he would have gotten. Yep, trade Zombie Chow for Fairy Dragon and play Feral Spirit. Maybe I should just let, like, other people play for me. Could work. I think someone was trying to make that happen. Make, like, Twitch plays Hearthstone or something. That could be interesting. That could be really interesting.
Let me think.
Need to keep an eye on that.
Locked and loaded.
Shoot, that kind of scares me. And the reason it scares me is, in a normal circumstance, I should trade with this to keep things alive. However, that puts everything below 2 health. And on turn 4, he's going to consecrate. You always need to plan for the worst case. Consecration is definitely going to happen next turn. Which means I don't want to play that Knife Juggler. And I want to trade with this thing. So that I keep one of my dudes alive. Alright, he didn't consecrate, but granted that might have been because he realized it wouldn't have been as good for him. Yay, spell damage totem! I love my spell damage totems. They make me feel all fuzzy inside. I don't know why I said that. In any case, it kills this thing. Alright. I can play the Wind Speaker just for mana efficiency and to deal 3 more damage to his face. Because I'm still kind of scared of that Consecrate. So I want to have at least 1 minion above 2 health. Alright, it's not the best use of Wind Speaker, but I'm going to go for it. Now the question is, do I want to go to face with this guy or hit his squire?
There's little time.
I'm going to kill the squire. The reason is I'm mildly afraid that he has a hammer of wrath. He has one of those things, and what he would have done is killed this thing with the hammer of wrath and then traded the squire for the raptor, and then I would have lost both of them. Okay, I can do 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage. I'm debating whether or not I want to do that because I'm still slightly scared of a Consecrate. No, if he had Consecrate, he would have used it last turn. That would have been vastly better than just taking out the one thing. So I'm going to play the Knife Juggler and then Totem up for 1 more damage, and it means that next turn we win. Because unless he draws a Consecrate, I'm fairly certain he doesn't have one in his hand.
Truth is my shield.
There we go! And that is game. With the Bloodlust! Oh my gosh, guys, this is the best Bloodlust I have ever used. Ever. Let's make sure I can do this, right? That's... yeah. Oh my gosh. such bloodlust value. What is this world coming to? Oh man. I'm liking this arena. This is a fun arena. Too bad no one's here to watch it. Other than you, of course. After this, I'm thinking of making like a commercially or but like a trailer, like a movie trailer, sort of, for this channel. I don't know where I should put it though, but I mean, if you got some sort of awesome advertisement, maybe that'll do something for viewers. Just gotta figure out where to put it, but I'll get to that. Fairy Dragon and Unbound, keeping those. Again, Fire Elemental's too expensive for being in my hand right off the bat. Lightning Bolt, good early removal, turn 3-4-ish. I don't want to use it on something with just 1 or 2 health, ideally. Especially with that 1 overload, it makes the next turn slightly awkward, but... Wait, his name was Pyroblasted? What? Hold on. His name was Pyroblasted. Yeah. Too bad I wasn't a mage. Although, likelihood of having a Pyroblast was small anyways, so... Shoot! That is awkward. I don't want to trade my Fairy Dragon for it, although... The alternatives aren't great. The alternative is to Hero Power. Or Lightning Bolt. No, I need to save the Lightning Bolt for the Unbound Elemental. You know what? He used the coin to get it out, and it is a 2-drop, so I'm going to just let him take the Fairy Dragon.
Not on my watch.
That sucks. That is probably one of the, in my opinion, one of the strongest Paladin cards. Not the strongest. I mean, True Silver Champion's pretty amazing as well. But that card, it, especially early on, you can trade. Later on, you got a big minion, you just take out something gigantic with it. It's crazy good, and it gives you a 2/2 minion. If I play the Unbound, it's going to get killed, but I think it's going to be necessary to kill those 2 things. I really got nothing else going for me right now. Those 2 hexes are kind of dead weight early on.
What does the future hold?
That's not too bad. He's... oh, never mind. I thought he might try to go to face, hoping that he could get more damage out of things, but nah. Well, apparently day 9 just went live, so none of the viewers that we had going to have even none or now. But oh well. It's a toss-up between using this to get rid of it, or using... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to Totem and Lightning Bolt it. Because at least with the Flame Tongue Totem, I can use that to trade for something. If I had played the Dragonling mechanic, he probably just would have killed the 2/1 and then either done 2 damage to the 2/2 or something. It would have been bad. I got 3 cards to remove it right away, but then I don't get anything out.
I wonder.
Thing is, if I play the Dragonling mechanic, it's going to get wrecked by this thing and not help me that much either. So I'm going to use the Lava Burst. Too bad that gets me nothing else. Well, that Blessing of Wisdom sucks. That's going to give me 2 cards.
Reporting for duty.
Now it's Dragonling Mechanic time. It's a pretty clear-cut play.
It's me and Mr. Bike.
Alright, well, something's getting hexed, I know that much. And I think the Feral Spirit's gonna come out. One cool thing about Feral Spirit, it gets you 2 minions, so single-handedly makes Flame Tongue Totem awesome. Especially since they both have Taunt. Why do you think I shouldn't have Lava Bursted? What else could I have done there?
Put this apple on your head.
Ha ha! Now my knife juggler will kill you. Or if it fails, then I can always take you out with this thing. Alright, guy, are you debating whether or not to put a 1-drop down or something? He's looking pretty good here. I have a slightly weaker position. He has 2 more cards than me and stronger minions on the board. But we'll see what I draw. Fortunately, I have that Mana Tide Totem. I might be able to use that for something.
Let me think. I must move quickly.
I smell.
Yeah, he was debating. Oh, because he's afraid. Well, he shouldn't really be afraid. I can't proc that Knife Juggler too much, but I might be able to do something. Okay.
I wonder.
Here we go. I use this to remove her. Totem. Dang it, Totem. Knife Juggler, come on, man. Well, at least there's that. Now this thing's buffed up. He's going to trade there and then use this to kill the Mana Tide Totem. I need that Mana Tide Totem, so unfortunately I gotta trade here.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
7, 8, 9, 10. I think I might just want to play everything here. This isn't the best hex target, but I'm going to have to go through it somehow, and I don't have enough control to really just ignore it.
Pay attention, class.
Are you ready to learn?
Alright, Feral Spirit, not bad. I can use that to protect my minions, and
Behold the might of Storm!
well, she's gonna take out this thing. This is why... Oh, no, yeah, that... Never mind. That was probably better.
Reporting for duty.
Shoot, that Hex would have been nice to have, to take that thing out with, but... Well, I can Earth Shock it to at least make it less of a threat. You know what, guys? We have to draw that Bloodlust. It's gonna happen.
Instruction begins.
I shall do as you say.
Alright, Bloodlust. Come on, Bloodlust. That's still a good card. But we gotta win every one of these with Bloodlust. That is the goal now.
Justice.
The light protects me.
Reporting for duty.
Alright. Well, I'm still not drawing that Bloodlust. However, I can take out his one of his big minions. There we go. That thing's gone.
Instruction begins.
Well, I want to do a little bit of trading,
Do as you say.
clear some stuff up. Here we go. This is what we'll do. Clear everything but this big guy, so that the big guy has to hit the taunt. Saving my more important minions, like the Manatide Totem, which is going to win this for us, by the way. The fact that we now have more cards than him, that's going to turn the tide.
Blood and plunder.
Reporting for
Well,
duty.
that's sad. 4-2. I mean, sad for him. Twilight Drake. Okay, what do I got now? You know, I can return this thing to my hand,
I wonder.
and I think I'm going to do that. I'll trade with it first,
Drink with me, friend.
and then return it to my hand so that I can kill the 4-2 with it. Gives it amazing value,
The victory.
and he gives up. He knows there's no coming back. Too bad we didn't get the Bloodlust, though. Alright, 4-0. Doing well this time. As usual. It's just the last couple of days haven't been too great. Yes, Mana Turn the Tide Totem. That's going to be the new name of it. Alright, who do we got? Who's next? Another mage.
You
Alright. Youthful Brewmaster, gonna keep that. Nothing else really looks that good. Fortunately, I'm going second, so even though I'm throwing 3 cards away, there's a good chance I'll get something worth playing. And that good chance... I did get the Unbound Elemental. Other than that, though, not the best starting hand. Alright, we got that Fairy Dragon. Do I want to play it? Problem playing it right now is... if I Brewmaster, it comes back to my hand, and it's as if I didn't play it. Other than the 3 damage that it would do. Otherwise, I would Totem turn 2, but then I had essentially played a coin to play a Totem, and I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to coin anything out.
Wanna blow something up?
What now? There's not really anything I see that I'm going to want to return to my hand, so I'm going to Youthful Brewmaster.
With me, friend.
The reason is the fact that Fairy Dragon is immune to her Fire Blast, is actually pretty good. So I want to save that one. The reason I didn't turn 1 Brew was I was worried that she would just take it out with her Fire Blasts and not give me a card for it. I guess, on the other hand, that would have caused her to use quite a few turns. I don't know. The coin is useful. I kind of wanted to save it as well. It's worth something. Like, I'm thinking of using it now. I'm thinking of unbounding, coining, Forked Lightning. Not the greatest use of Forked Lightning, but it buffs this thing up and thins her board a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, maybe coining out the Brewmaster would have been worth it. Oh, that sucks. I don't want a Fairy Dragon just into these things. What other choice do I have, though? She doesn't have any buffs, which means that those 1/1s aren't going to be too much of a threat. I mean, they're still going to be a threat to whatever. They'll still finish things up. So either they're a threat to a Fairy Dragon or they're a threat to something later on. So might as well take them out now. Shoot! If only I had 1 more mana. Then I could play the Unbound and Lava Burst. As it is, playing the Unbound by itself would not be a good idea. Alright, so I'm definitely going to want a Totem, so let's do that first. You know what? I'm going to Hex it so that I can save the Lava Burst to buff up the Unbound Elemental. Stupid 6 health minions. That's really sad, guys. I don't know what to do here. Yeah. Right, Thrall? I'm right there with you, man. Well, that keeps my Bloodfen Raptor alive. That's not too bad. Ooh.
Mind if I roll need?
That
Mind if I roll need?
could be bad. See, this is where you need a Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm would make everything so much better. Alright, I'm afraid that that's a mirror entity, which really sucks because otherwise I would do something like Stormwind Champion or Fire Elemental. As it is, I can't really do that. So, instead,
I wonder.
I think I'm going to play the Unbound. Damn it, it wasn't a mirror entity, which means let's hope it's a duplicate? Nah, I didn't think it was. She wouldn't want to duplicate the frog. So, what's left? I think at this point I gotta just totem. Why didn't she play that before the... Maybe she just drew it. Is it anytime? No, it's when you summon a minion with Death Rattle. So I can play the Zombie Chow and not get demolished. I'm thinking of Fire Elementaling. There's not much good to Fire Elemental here. Alright, how's this? Let's... I don't know how this is going. This is a risky move. But I'm going to do that in Stormwind Champion. If she doesn't have any removal, then that's a good play. That's why it's risky. She probably has removal, but in that case there wasn't really a whole lot of things that were better. Well, it's looking like she didn't... Well... Alright, there. That's... I kind of expected that much. Water Elementals are one of the Mage's best cards. They are really annoying. Fortunately, I got that Hex, so I can take out both of them if I need to. 6.
I wonder.
We don't know what the secret is yet. I haven't attacked her face, which means it could be Vaporize or the Ice Barrier that I don't know why people use. Because you can't make a Freeze Mage in Arena. Not easily, anyways. I'm scared that it's a counterspell, but let's see. Really? Why would you do that? Well, fortunately, I can still Hex the other one. This is a struggle. We're struggling here, guys. Dang it! Dang everything. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I wonder.
She only has one card. The likelihood. Okay.
Feel the power to wield.
I killed that thing. I'm banking on the fact that she doesn't have spells or things with death rattle to buff this up. I eliminated 4 damage using that, whereas dang it. I don't know, I still think that was the right play. But I'd be surprised if we win at this point. There's still hope, especially if she decides to trade.
What to do? What to do?
Nope, that's probably the right play on her part. I think I'm in lethal range now. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. I can get rid of... Alright, well I got enough mana for everything, so I might as well see. That's not bad. No, that's not bad at all, actually. 3, 4, 5. So I Earthshock this thing to get it out of the way. Kill that thing. Alright, I'd be, again, still super surprised if I managed to win this, but we're not dead yet. Alright, I would have traded 2. However, that does give us a little bit more time to come up with something. Alright, I can do 14 damage with that, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm in lethal unless I kill something. So let's totem, see what we get. Alright, that's not bad. I can take out 2 of the more threatening minions. I'm going to hang on to the Rockbiter weapon to see if I can use it to win, because it's either that we don't win at all. Shoot. Hello, Bloodlust. How I wish I had gotten you some other time. I think I have to use the Bloodlust, though.
I wonder.
Mind if I roll need?
Shoot. Alright. Surviving. But not by much. Yeah, that tends to happen when you're playing mages. Alright, well, one down, but we're still 4 wins up and got 2 more losses to go, so let's see how much more we can get from this. That was well played on her part. I don't really think there was very much I could have done other than draw better cards. Because I feel like I played that fairly solidly, but just she had the upper hand there.
You asked
Okay.
for it.
For Doomhammer.
A mage named Panda. That's what we're up against next. I like these two. Throwing away the Boulder Fist Ogre. Now, this Youthful Brewmaster is going to be slightly awkward if I don't want to return the Zombie Chow to my hand. What I'm going to hope for is that she coins in something with 2 health that I can either trade the Zombie Chow for, or even better would be something with 2 attack that I could smack the Zombie Chow into and then return it to my hand using the Youthful Brewmaster. So that's going to be the plan right now. And as always, we're saving the Bloodlust for the finishing blow. We haven't done that every time yet, because for a 4th win we didn't use it, but we've still gotten this ridiculous value out of it this arena. Alright, she passes. Ooh, Bloodfen Raptor. Now that is good, because I can play it and it doesn't return anything to my hand. Alright, rolling right along. That's a good start. She's got a lot of cards, though.
Mind if I roll need?
There we go. That is perfect, because now I can Youthful Brewmaster.
Drink with me, friend.
And I can even play it again on the same turn. There we go. Useful Zombie Chow. It's what's for dinner. There's that water elemental. They suck. However, with a rock biter weapon, I can make sure that only one of my minions dies to it. I guess it doesn't really matter which one. I'm also going to play the Knife Juggler. I'm not too afraid of her
Challenge accepted.
having any massive AoEs in the near future, so I think we're good. Bloodlust next turn, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's gonna happen, guys. Unless she kills things. Well, dang. That's okay, though. Especially depending on what... dang. I was hoping for either the taunt or the Healy Totem, which would allow me to take this out safely. That's okay. She's going to use it to kill the Brewmaster, but I can play the Wind Fury Harpy. Next turn. Which hopefully she won't have a response to. Is she going to buff it with something? Oh no! Zombie Chow! We'll miss you. Dang it. Now Wind Fury Harpy again. This is why I don't particularly like the card. I can play it next turn, but it's essentially 6 mana for a Yeti because she's going to kill it. However, I don't really see much of an alternative. So we're going to do that. Now, should I go to face or should I kill the Argent Squire? Because if I kill the Argent Squire, this thing has 1 health, but if she pings it, then she won't be able to kill the Harpy.
I wonder.
Challenge accepted.
With that Bloodlust, I want to get to a place where I can just finish it, so... Dang it. Well, if I had traded there, it just would have been bad for me still. See, this is why I don't like Core Hounds also, because it's expensive and it's not going to last if I play it. However, again, I don't feel like I have much of an alternative.
I wonder.
Alright, here goes nothing. What I need to do is get totems out. If I can get 3, 4 totems, then the Bloodlust is going to win this for me. But I feel like she's going to have control from here on out. It's going to be difficult. I'm probably going to have to use the Bloodlust to win. Come on, don't do it. Don't trade for it. You know you don't want to. Thank you! Thank you! Alright, that's 9 damage to the face. That's 9 damage to the face right there. Let's see what totem we get first, actually, because I don't think I want to play the Fire Elemental this turn, since I won't be able to take anything out with it. Alrighty then. I'm debating whether or not to hex the 4/4. I'm thinking not. The reason I may have wanted to is to try and get as much control. but hexing a 4/4 really isn't terribly worth it. There we go, and next turn I will have 9 mana, so I will be able to both play the Fire Elemental and hex a 6/7, so that was the right play. What would make it even more right? Nope. Ah, shoot. Well, so the 3/4 survives, but that is okay. Wait, do I win? Nice! Lava Burst! Well, it's sad we didn't use Bloodlust, guys, but at least we came out on top. Nice! Or as PN Kill would say, nice! Noise. Noise? Alright, we're at 5 wins. And only 1 loss. Let's take it home.
Thrall versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
No one's tuned in this time. I haven't seen it go above 2. It's kind of sad. Oh well. Someday. This looks like a good hand. I like this. Alright, let's stick here. To coin in or not to coin in? That is the question. I don't think we do. The reason is either on turn 2 we can coin in Unbound Elementals so that we can get 2 Unbound Elementals by turn 3. However, I'd rather take that thing out with my Rockbiter weapon at this point. So the other reason I might want to save the coin is good synergy with Violet Teacher.
Guide me.
Put this apple on your head.
Or... well, I'm going to use the coin to Rockbiter this thing as well. The reason is she could have used it to kill the Unbound. I don't want to keep my Unbounds. I like my little Unbounds. You know, I didn't really think that Unbound was an element. Where does that come from? Water Elementals, Frost Elementals, Fire Elementals, they all make sense. Unbound Elementals? Well, now what? I guess it's Violet Teacher coming out. For mana efficiency's sake.
Attention, class.
Going to face, no use, no point in doing her trade for her. Yeah, I know, double procking Violet Teacher would have been great, but Violet Teacher, her ability isn't amazing, it just makes little 1/1s and... I am very torn. There's a bunch of things I could do here. A lot of options. I don't know. Alright. I think I'm going to Lava Burst this thing. I'm going to go to face first in case the secret she gets is Vaporize, and then I'm going to axe this thing. Yeah, Unbound and Axe is another thing I could have done, but I wanted... if I can build up my minions, and the Bloodlust will win it for me again. And so I didn't want the Water Elemental killing things. Alright, I only got 3 mana here. Makes it slightly awkward. I'm going to go to face with the Violet Apprentice to see if it's Vaporize. It's not Vaporize, which means it's probably Mirror Entity, but I need to get things down. If I did that, then I can take... okay. Alright. It's not Mirror Entity either, that's interesting.
Elements guide me.
And it's not Duplicate? What else could it be? I guess that means it's a... so it could be the Ice Block, but that's unlikely.
Instruction begins.
It's more likely Counterspell, which really sucks for us because we need that Bloodlust to actually go through. Which means I need to draw a spell that I can use to get rid of it. Interesting. What do you think the odds of her having a Pyroblast are? Well, if she does, then she's won. I don't think there's any way I can avoid it. So I'm just going to play the Stormwind Champion.
Behold the might of Stormwind! Elements guide me.
And take that out.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Alright, Flame Strike? No, Polymorph. That's fine. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about this.
Put this apple on your head.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm not feeling that good, but at least I can wipe her board here. Come on. Yes! That's what I'm looking for.
Instruction begins.
Please don't have a fireball. Okay, she's out of cards. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, I think we win. Let's see.
I'm ready to learn.
Oh shoot. Well, I played that in the wrong order, but... man, that was bad, guys. I misplayed. I knew it was a counterspell. I meant to play Feral Spirit first. That's okay. We're still fairly up as long as she doesn't draw Pyroblast. Damn it. I'm really sad, guys. Hold on. No. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or 9 and 6 is 15!
I'm ready to learn.
Stop! Stop it! Almost ran out of time there. Please don't drop Flame Strike. Or Pyroblast, or... You can draw a Fireball, that's fine. What else? Don't draw a
What to do?
Ragnaros.
What to do?
Or Alexstrasza would be fine. Deathwing. Make sure not to draw a Deathwing. Deathwing sucks, because it always comes out of the blue. It is very rare to see it, but when it does... There we go. We're gonna count that as a Bloodlust win, guys, because I would have played Bloodlust next turn, given the opportunity. Of course, it wouldn't have won it for us, but... Still, Bloodlust and then win. That's the pattern. I should have had lethal before then, though. The way I had lethal is if I had played the Feral Spirit into the counter spell, and then silenced the 3/6, and then Bloodlusted, I would have had enough damage.
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
Alright, do I keep the Earth Shock? There are minions that it would be useful on early on, but it's only really useful if it actually kills it. I'll keep it. I got a Rockbiter weapon as a backup. Zombie Chow. Actually, considering that I have these two, I'm going to get rid of it. Because I have enough... well, I have removal here. So, I'm not hurting for removal. Which means I need to get some minions that I can play. Not great. That's okay. We got our Zombie Chow.
I smell blood.
Alright. Zombie Chow.
I hope you like my invention.
I don't know if I would have done that. Interesting. Alright. So she's going to take one out with the Fire Blast and the other one out with the draw a card thing. Which I feel that she misused, by the way. It's so weak in that it's actually the same cost as the Paladin's hero power. And granted, it doesn't cost a card because it replaces itself. It's still not that much better than a hero power. If she had just done 1 damage with this thing, it would have had roughly the same lifespan as this. Well, okay. That makes up for it. I guess it wasn't a complete waste. However, because she did that, I can take down the stronger minion with my Zombie Chow, so even that didn't work out so great for her. Now, question is, do I Mana Tide Totem here? Or do I coin in the Dragonling mechanic, knowing that... Well, let's take this thing out first. Knowing that its 2/1 is going to get... Well, its 2/1 would get killed off either way. So, let's coin in the Dragonling mechanic just to get some control. I can Mana Tide and Rockbiter or Lightning Bolt next turn. nothing to Rock Biter or Lightning Bolt. Alright, let's just play the Mana Tide Totem. If she kills it next turn, at least she spent resources killing it, and it replaces itself because it does give me a card at the end of the turn, making it vastly better now than Nat Pagal, which is weird. But I guess it's Shaman specific. Maybe that makes sense to Blizzard. Good, some taunt, so if it survives, I can make sure that it survives even longer. And it looks like it will. Shoot. I wish I had one more mana, because if I did, I could Violet Teacher, Rockbiter, and Lightning Bolt to kill this thing and get a whole bunch of stuff that I can then Bloodlust. But I don't. So I'm thinking I Feral Spirit and Totem. I still get things that I could Bloodlust. One of them dies, but I can always Lava Burst next turn. And I get another card this way. Why should I not have Feral Spirited there? That's true, it does give me Overload, but it protects this thing, giving me more cards. And I have other things that I can play next turn. You can't be too afraid of Overload. You kind of just have to accept it. Alright, let's hope that that's not a counterspell. What was it? It was Duplicate. That is interesting. It's not the end of the world, because I have Hexes, and it's going to cost her a lot of mana to play them. But that definitely helps for her. Wow, Flame Strike just to get rid of those things. She's feeling a little bit desperate. I think we should Bloodlust, guys. For all that, 0 minions. Shoot, this is awkward. I think I just Violet Teacher.
Pay attention, class.
I could also possibly use a Rockbiter weapon just to summon a 1/1 and do 3 damage to face, but I really want to save it in case I need to remove something with it. For example, those Fen Creepers that she just put in her hand. There's one of them. Alright, with 8 mana, I can double Rockbiter to kill it and Boulder Fist Ogre. I like that plan.
I'm ready.
Or do I Wind Fury here for the Bloodlust? That'd be 9. That would be 14. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm gonna go for it. I've gotta play the Wind Fury Harpy at some point.
guide me.
Instruction begins.
It's possible she could Flame Strike here, but I still got some beefy minions in case of that. Alright, I'd rather she polymorph that than the Boulder Fist or the Fire Elemental, honestly, so I'm not complaining. And now
What to do? What to do?
My eyes are open.
Why not? Just do it. Okay. Good job. Do you have another one?
Time runs out on me.
No. No, she doesn't. Ooh, that wind speaker is going to come in very handy very soon. Alright. I think we've just about wrapped this one up. We're going to Boulder Fist, Lightning Bolt.
I'm ready to learn.
Instruction begins.
Unless she manages to remove multiple minions next turn, then that Bloodlust plus the Wind Speaker is going to finish this. That would be 18... 18 and 6 is 24. Yeah, even if she killed all of the 1/1s. If I can just keep... Alright, well, she's just delaying the inevitable. Alright, we hex this thing.
I shall do as you say. I'm ready to learn.
Kill this thing.
I shall do as you say.
And prepare for the Bloodlust. She might just concede, though. Boulder Fist would have lived against a Flame Strike back when I played the Harpy instead. However, remember, Harpy is a lot better when you have control. Because if you don't have control, then it's probably not going to be able to utilize its Wind Fury. Alright, pretty sure this is it.
Feel the power.
Instruction begins.
That makes such a weird sound, I don't know why. Wait, that was really overkill. I think I had, what, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more damage I could have done. Alright, we're at 7 wins. It's getting kind of late, so I think I'm going to wrap things up for today and continue this next time. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow because I'm going to be busy after work. So, I may or may not, it depends on when I get home. If I do stream, it'll probably be later than normal. So, if I don't, which is more likely the case, then Saturday morning is going to be the next time that I will see you guys. So, thank you for watching. I'm Jimmy Darquinton, And as always, until next time.